guys, it's Rachel from The Little Green Lamb, and today is my book review on Call Me By Your Name. Basically, if you looked at my Twitter last night, I was having technical difficulties with the file. I filmed it. It was all zoomed in first off, so I was like, okay, I'll just run with it. Then something happened with the file. I couldn't get it fixed today. I'm kind of at my wit's end with everything right now, and I was like, I just want to do a live video. I have to go to bed early, and I just can't. Some weeks I just can't. I think coming up soon, I just want to take a week off because I just feel like I need to get my creativity back. I just feel very drained, and that's why I've been doing a lot of these types of videos because I want to keep up my video schedule, but I'm just going through it. But anyway, I read Call Me By Your Name such a long time ago. This does have the movie cover, but it is not, it is the actual text. It's not the movie book. If you're new to my book reviews or just need a refresher, I read books in 5 different categories: plot, characters, cover, suspense, and overall in terms of reading, very soon, 5 out of 5, not so soon, 1 out of 5. So basically, this book, it'll be a no spoiler book review, but I was really excited to read this because first my friend Thomas was raving about this, so I really enjoyed my friends giving me suggestions, and this was one that I already had kind of an interest in, but that recommendation really blew it over the edge, and I was like, I need to read this. And also the film looks so beautiful and is up for so many awards, so it definitely intrigued me there. Basically, this book is a beautiful picturesque book about a young man named Eloise. That's how I was pronouncing. I'm probably wrong, but I haven't seen the movie, so I don't know the exact pronunciation. Probably should have looked that up. Real sorry about that. And I don't want to spoil much. So basically, he this summer is going through kind of like the first lesson attraction that's very strong in his life, and he's really drawn to this other guy. And I'm just gonna read the back actually, because that might make it easier. But it's a story of a sudden, powerful romance that blossoms between an adolescent boy and a summer guest at his parents' cliffside mansion on their Italian Riviera. Each is unprepared for the consequences of their attraction, when during the restless summer weeks, unrelenting currents of obsession, fascination, desire intensify their passion and test the charged ground between them. So, this book is all about this slow-burning... I really want to call it a love story, because it is a love story. It's just, I feel like that's such a simple title for what this book really is. I feel like it doesn't accurately represent it. It's so beautiful, and it's very hard for me to put into words what I thought about this book. Yes, I didn't rate it the highest, which I'm getting into, but it was so beautiful. So for plot, I gave it a 3.75 out of 5. One of my main drawbacks, I'm actually going to just put down my phone so I'm not shaking, because if you're watching this and you have motion sickness, like, jeepers. I'll show you the cover when I get to that portion. But basically, one of the main things I had a problem with in this book was that there was so much description. And I know visually the movie is, like, from the trailers and from what I've heard, the movie is visually stunning. But in a book, he's describing these visually stunning things. But I'm not a person who loves a lot of description in books. I'm a person who loves a lot of dialogue. And that is my main thing that I really enjoy. I love a snappy, quick kind of read, and this was a different one. It was more of a character study, which I was really looking forward to. It's definitely character driven rather than plot driven, and that was really one of the main things that hit me, because the descriptions of my comprehension, if you guys have been around my channel, you know I have a little bit of a learning problem with my comprehension. It was just sometimes it would take me out of the book because I was really having to concentrate a lot. Not that I don't concentrate normally when reading, but I always had to make sure, like, if there's noise around me, like, I had to leave a room or something, where sometimes I can muster through. But the things I did enjoy about the book were, I enjoyed how the plot and characters are really going to converge in this topic, and especially in this review right now, but I really loved how the plot progressed. I loved what happened. I loved the realness of it. I love a book that tells a story that the author's not afraid to go for heartbreak. I find a lot of books that I read, especially when I used to read YA, it's always a happy ending. And this book was very, it was realistic. It was happy, sad. It took me through all the emotions, and I love that emotional journey. I actually almost cried reading this, which I rarely do. And I listened to the movie soundtrack while reading this, which was a new experience for me, but I knew this soundtrack was mostly musical instruments, like it was just classical. So I knew I could easily listen to it and not get distracted when I was fully in the book, and that really helped set the atmosphere. This book was so atmospheric, and I really did enjoy it. Yes, it didn't get the highest scores from me, but it still doesn't take away from how beautiful it is. Characters, I give a 4 out of 5. I really enjoyed the characters. They aren't standout characters where I'd be giving them a 5 out of 5, but I feel like one of the things, if you watch my videos once again, you'll know that I love character growth in any respect. If I feel like a character has changed and grown, I really enjoy that. And this was a book where the characters grew and you could see the change. This boy at the beginning of summer was an adolescent, and by the end of summer became like a man. Like, he went through such a big transition, and a lot of the characters did. And the other characters I really enjoyed were his parents. His parents were very supportive of every single thing he did. They just wanted the best for him, and I really like seeing that represented, because I feel like a lot of the times in books, parents don't get a good rep a lot of the times, because you need conflict in books, but I feel like these parents were really nice representational parents, and there wasn't very many other main characters. The other main character I really did enjoy, though, was the little girl who was her neighbor who was very sick. I forget her name right now, but I really liked her character and what she added to the story, because she added a bit of like, she kind of made the main character who's an adolescent seem older, and you could see how fast he was changing and how grown up the little girl was, and how different life experiences, her sickness and this guy's attraction and love, make you grow older, and you develop because of the experiences you put into. Physically, you're turning in age, but you develop and flourish because of experiences you've had. And I really like that kind of, I don't know if she was necessarily a symbol, but that's kind of what I picked up on. Now, cover, I give a 5 out of 5. I really enjoy this cover. It might just be because it's a movie cover and that's where I associate it with, but I just really enjoy, like, the yellow font. I really love how both of them are just looking up at the sky. I really liked also how the cover tied in. I did mention that before, and I like the back. There's not much I could say about the cover because there's not a lot going on, but I just really love the striking blue and the yellows. I just think it's a really nice cover, and I know it's a movie cover, but I really like this cover actually better than the original copy that I saw, which was more of a tan color if I'm not mistaken. I'm just going to put the phone down once again to discuss the last two categories. Suspense. I give the suspense a 5 out of 5 because I wanted to know what was going to happen. I hadn't seen the movie, of course, and I still haven't seen the movie. I plan on seeing it by the end of summer, if not sooner, but that's my goal. But yeah, suspense, it's really hard. Like, I really just wanted to know what was going to happen. I wanted to know if they were going to fall in love. I wanted to know what was going to happen after on, who was going to find out. Like, there was a lot of things I wanted to know and a lot of loose ends. I really wanted to know what's going to happen, which was pushing me to read faster because I was like, I really, really want to know what's going to happen because I've literally no clue. I had not been spoiled or anything. And overall, I give the book a 4 out of 5. I definitely reread this again in the future. This book is a shorter book. It does take a bit longer because there is descriptions that took me out of it, but I really want to read this book because this book has such a powerful love and attraction story. I really want to read this book when I'm in that in my life. Yeah. Now, obviously, don't want to be in a relationship where it's turbulent and like this type of relationship, but those feelings, I really want to get to that place. So, you don't have to wait till I find a guy, get in a relationship, and then reread it. Assuming that's the right relationship, you know? But anyway, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys later. Definitely let me know what you guys thought of this book. If you've seen the movie, let me know how it was, without spoilers, obviously. Obviously, I've read the text, I know what's going to happen, but, like, stuff can change from movie to book to film. And I'll see you guys later. Bye.